Hello, and welcome back to Bible Brain Teaser. Before we dive into the quiz, please hit the button, subscribe our channel to give us more motivation. Today we have 20 quizzes about Lord Jesus, and 7 seconds for each. Let's get started. Question number 1. In which town was Jesus born? A. Nazareth. B. Bethlehem. C. Jerusalem. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Bethlehem. Matthew 2:1. Now after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea. Question number 2. What was Jesus' profession before starting his ministry? A. Carpenter. B. Fisherman. C. Tax collector. Time for thinking. The correct answer is carpenter. Mark 6:3. Is not this the carpenter, the son of Mary? Question number 3. How many disciples did Jesus have? A. 10. B. 12. C. 15. Time for thinking. The correct answer is 12. Mark 3:14. And he appointed 12, whom he also named apostles. Question number 4. What did Jesus turn water into at the wedding in Cana? A. Oil. B. Wine. C. Milk. Time for thinking. The correct answer is wine. John 2:9. When the master of the feast tasted the water, now become wine. Question number 5. What is the famous prayer taught by Jesus to his disciples? A. The Lord's Prayer. B. The Hail Mary. C. The Nicene Creed. Time for thinking. The correct answer is the Lord's Prayer. Matthew 6:9-13. Pray then like this: Our Father in heaven. Question number 6. On which mountain did Jesus give his famous Sermon on the Mount? A. Mount Everest. B. Mount Sinai. C. Mount of Olives. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Mount of Olives. Matthew 5:1. Seeing the crowds, he went up on the mountain and. Question number 7. Who betrayed Jesus? A. Judas Iscariot. B. Peter. C. John. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Judas Iscariot. Matthew 26:47. While he was still speaking, Judas came. Question number 8. What miracle did Jesus perform for the crowds with 5 loaves and 2 fish? A. Walking on water. B. Feeding the 5,000. C. Turning water into wine. Time for thinking. The correct answer is feeding the 5,000. Matthew 14:19. Then he ordered the crowds to sit down on the grass. Question number 9. How many days and nights was Jesus in the wilderness fasting? A. 20. B. 30. C. 40. Time for thinking. The correct answer is 40. Matthew 4:2, and after fasting 40 days and 40 nights. Question number 10. In what river was Jesus baptized? A. Jordan River. B. Nile River. C. Euphrates River. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Jordan River. Matthew 3:13-17. Then Jesus came from Galilee to the Jordan to John. Question number 11. What did Jesus do with the fig tree that had no fruit? A. Prayed for it. B. Cursed it. C. Ignored it. Time for thinking. The correct answer is cursed it. Mark 11:14, and he said to it, May no one ever eat fruit from you again. Question number 12. What did Jesus say is the greatest commandment? A. Love your neighbor. B. Love your enemies. C. Love the Lord your God. Time for thinking. The correct answer is love the Lord your God. Matthew 22:37-39, and he said to him, You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart. Question number 13. Which disciple famously doubted Jesus' resurrection until he saw him? A. Peter. B. Thomas. C. James. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Thomas. John 20:24-29. Now Thomas, one of the 12, called the twin, was not with them when Jesus came. Question number 14. What was the first miracle that Jesus performed? A. Healing the blind. B. Turning water into wine. C. Raising Lazarus from the dead. Time for thinking. The correct answer is turning water into wine. John 2:1-11. On the third day, there was a wedding at Cana in Galilee. Question number 15. Who asked Pilate for Jesus' body after the crucifixion? A. Mary Magdalene. B. Joseph of Arimathea. C. Nicodemus. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Joseph of Arimathea. Matthew 27:57-58. When it was evening, there came a rich man from Arimathea named Joseph. Question number 16. What did Jesus say as he was being crucified? Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. B. My God, why have you forsaken me? C. I am the resurrection and the life. Time's up. The correct answer is, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Luke 23:34, and Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Question number 17. Who recognized Jesus as the Messiah when he was presented at the temple as a baby? A. Simeon. B. Anna. C. Herod. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Simeon. Luke 2:25-32. Now there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Simeon. Question number 18. What did Jesus do before feeding the 5,000? A. Prayed. B. Sang a hymn. C. Thanked the people. Time for thinking. The correct answer is prayed. Matthew 14:19. Then he ordered the crowds to sit down on the grass. Question number 19. What did Jesus say to the woman caught in adultery? A. Go and sin no more. B. You are forgiven. C. You deserve punishment. Time for thinking. The correct answer is go and sin no more. John 8:10-11. Jesus stood up and said to her, Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you? Question number 20. What was the name of the tax collector whom Jesus called to be his disciple? A. Matthew. B. Zacchaeus. C. Nicodemus. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Matthew. Matthew 9:9. As Jesus passed on from there, he saw a man called Matthew sitting at the tax booth. Thanks for watching and hope see you in the next video.